Oh my word, it's the noble phoenix. She's a symbol of rebirth and how the rest of the quote goes. I don't remember. I need to watch that movie again. It was damn good. Anyway, hello fellas, welcome back to another Friday and another casual champion review where today we're playing Bird Anivia, the big bird in the sky. And before we start it, I guess I feel like I need to find a way to make this more an official segment because more and more people keep joining in on this trend thing that Snack Crew started. Like literally, the Amumu video went live and 4 people had already posted stuff with Anivia. Like, I have trouble kind of explaining how I feel or like expressing gratitude properly. I guess that's why this sounds so rambly, but just know I thank you, fellas. You're fucking awesome. It's so cool. Anyway, oh boy, I'm gonna have to figure out things to say about Anivia for the next like 20 minutes. Cause this character, I feel like some people love her. I am not one of those people. I find her specifically incredibly boring in in pretty much every aspect because she has basically no lore. She has almost no personality. Her gameplay is just it's just nothing. I throw Q and then they get hit by really the only thing I like about Anivia is her connection to Volibear and Ornn, you know, the characters I actually like. Not to say that Anivia couldn't be great, because she definitely could be. Oh my goodness. Joke's on you, Catatonic. That wasn't even going to hit. I don't much care for her. I wish I did, because I like the Freljordian demigods. I like the stories behind them. She's just Bird. And of course, I made a post on this to Twitter literally yesterday as I'm recording this. But I always find it funny that people who show a distaste for monster champions, whenever they explain why monster champions are bad, they always use like Cho'Gath, Malphite, and Anivia. Like, yes, no duh, because those are poorly designed monsters. Those are old-ass characters that their models are old as shit, and they were just designed back when, you know, in 2000... They were designed back in 2009, back when a character design for League consisted of, hey, look at this character, popular character archetype. I'm going to do that. Oh, minions. Minions, destroy her, minions. Destroy, minions. I got... No. Oh, he's ghosted. No, please. We're friends. Oh, wait. Let's fucking go. I'm the best Anivia in the goddamn world. I feel like I did nothing there, but it worked. Speaking of Udyr, and I guess the Freljordian demigods, that's what she is. They make it explicitly clear that she is not a god. None of her siblings are. They're all demigods. I don't know why they have to make that distinction. I guess because they want to save godly beings for more stuff like Aurelion Soul, I suppose. I like the lore behind them in total. I think Anivia on her own is not that great. It's when you put her together with her siblings that she becomes great. And I want to learn more about them, you know? Because we only know about Ornn, Volibear, Anivia, and we know about the Iron Boar. I believe his true name is Eildharg. I might be wrong on that. And we know of the Seal Sister. We know a few others. I think some people point out the Fallow Fox, but I'm pretty sure Fallow Fox is just Kindred. Just like the Freljordian version of Kindred. Regardless, unless you count the little we know about the Seal Sister, Anivia is probably the most peaceful of the Freljordian demigods. She wants peace. She wants people to get along. That's why she likes Ashe so much and the Avarosans. So I guess what else is there in the lore? There's not really much. She's just a peacekeeping bird. I like to keep the peace. I like to make sure that everyone's all happy and jovial together. I guess, did she create True Ice? I think she's the one who created that in the first place and created the first snow in Freljord, which kind of contradicts with Ornn's whole story, because on one hand they say that Anivia created the first snow of the Freljord, and on the other hand they say that when Ornn was punching the earth to have a fight with the earth, and then he created a big chasm, and the Seal Sister filled it with water to cool down all the lava and stuff. And all that steam created big clouds that created the snow of the Freljord. But maybe that's intentional, that they're supposed to have different versions of the tale, because I guess that's kind of like Norse mythology, right? Norse mythology is very ambiguous because we don't really know much about what happened. Ancient Nordic people did not write a lot of stuff down, and the Christians kind of came in and, destroyed most of it. If I'm not mistaken, Thor in Nordic mythology, all we really know is that he was large and had a big red beard. That could be interpreted in so many ways. Like, it could be large because he's fat, could be large because he's tall. Hey, stop that. Or maybe he's like large because he's a giant. It could be anything. So maybe that's what Anivia is supposed to be, that her lore is left kind of ambiguous because there's all kinds of different tales about her origins. I guess that's fine. I don't know. I feel like with Volley and Ornn, there's a more clear story to them, and it makes them more engaging. I think there's a time and a place for characters shrouded in mystery. I think Rammus is a great example of that. In fact, I still hold on to the theory that Rammus is one of the Freljordian demigods. Because you have what? Like Anivia's ice, Seal Sister's water, Ornn's fire, Volibear's lightning. The Iron Boar, I guess, would be steel or metal, but some people think it's earth. I would put Rammus at earth, personally. I like that idea that he just left the Freljord. He just pieced out because he just didn't care. She also apparently burned down Ornn's house. I mean, she didn't. She can't. Look at her. She's made of ice. But she accidentally made Ornn burn down his house. And Ornn doesn't know this. And so he blamed himself for his own house getting burned down, and he blamed his pride in his work. It's like, well, now I'm never going to be prideful of anything ever again. That was my mistake. Sorry. Man, I love Ornn so much. If I'm thinking about it, especially after the Katarina comic and what happened with Talon and Katarina, is Anivia and Ornn, and in tandem Anivia and Volibear, I think is the only good sibling relationship we have. I guess Lux and Garen, but it's kind of rocky. Because Ornn and Anivia like each other, and Volley and Anivia, Volley at least like Anivia, we don't know from her perspective. And Ornn and Volibear don't like each other. We don't know the connections between the other demigods. Unfortunately, though, as we've learned with Nidalee and what probably will with Varus, is that they're only going to do voice line updates for champions that, they're going to be connected to newer champions coming out. Which sucks. I almost have the tower. I haven't done anything. Look at that. Wow. Look at my expert skills, everyone. How great am I at this video game? This character's so boring! I just stood in her general vicinity and she fucking died. I guess what else is there about her design? She's immortal? I guess that's like a part they don't really go into too much, that she just is immortal. I think as long as the egg is alive. No, that's Legends of Runeterra. I think she functions in a similar way to spirits, that as long as people believe in her, she'll still be around. But she's just like a godly being looking over people and helping those in need. A protector of the Freljord, She's the good demigod. Whenever people think of the demigods of the Freljord, Anivia is always the good one. And unfortunately, her design does not reflect that at all. She's a giant blue bird. And, I get that it's kind of neat. Her whole character design is that she's a phoenix, but instead of fire, it's ice. That's neat, but that's it. I get she's an old-ass champion made back in the 2009, but come on, I really want to see her get a model update or some kind of ASU or anything to make her more compelling. Because look at this model. She doesn't look like ice. She looks like she's made of rock. And how at the same time she looks like she weighs way too much and is way too bulky to be able to fly at all, and yet simultaneously looks like I could snap her over my knee. She looks so sturdy and so fragile at the same time. Is that intentional? I don't know. It makes her look stupid. So, and I mean, of course, just look at her model. Look at this. You know how big Anivia is supposed to be? She's huge. She's gigantic. You ever seen is it the Giant Claw? I think it's called, that old ass movie, the big ass condor stop motion thing. That's how big Anivia is supposed to be. She's enormous, but you can't get that in game. It's the same thing with Kale. That you have to make her smaller just so the wings aren't so intrusive on the character model. It kind of sucks. I guess that's the limitations of it being a MOBA, right? So I guess that begs the question, what would I change about her? Personally, I definitely try and focus on making her more fantastical, because at the moment she is just a bird that is blue. I think you could really play around with the idea of the kinds of birds she could be. Uh-oh. Oh my god, that Jinx does damage. What the fuck? Oh, they're fed. So I'm not going to act like my piece of criticism is anything I came up with. I have seen many people post fan arts of this and suggestions, but I think the idea of turning her into an owl is fucking awesome. But I've seen people post fan arts and they made her bird. She's still a bird, obviously. I feel like that's the thing you have to keep intact. But they turned her into an owl. Like a fantastical owl with all kinds of ribbons and things. I thought that was so clever. Oh. Blast. Shove that icicle up your nose. I just think it's so great, though, because owls are known for their wisdom. They're known with being caring animals. I guess, not in real life, but, you know, that's what they're associated with, is being caring, understanding, wisdom. And that fits Anivia so well. Plus, just inherently, owls are more fantastical looking birds. I mean, have you seen them? Wait, I have an idea. Watch this. No, Udi, you don't get to come in here. You don't. Oh, no. I might have killed my team by doing that, but, you know, it's fine. I'd also probably change up her color scheme a lot. At least, like, different kinds of blues and whites, like what Volibear does. Because right now, she's all just one shade of blue. It's all just one color. I guess there's shadows, I guess, on the rock ice. But other than that, it's all the same. I guess she has the little bit of purple here and the tiny purple gem. But it's just, it's so bland. You know, you could make it a lot more interesting. On the whole, really, she's just kind of boring. She could be really cool, because like I said, the Freljordian demigod stuff is really neat. It has the potential to be awesome. But as it stands, she's just really boring. Kind of like her gameplay. You've probably seen, what has my game plan been? Ultimate move on ground. Let it kill minions. Move to next wave. Like... I feel like it's like a Mumu a bit. She's kind of too vanilla to be interesting. I like the funny wall move is good though. I enjoy the funny wall move. I guess there's one pro player who's known to play specifically her. That was Froggen, right? I think. I don't watch esport. Wall. That's the wrong way. Oh no! I think that's the most I can say about that. It's just like I mean, you control people. You ever played the Anivia thing in ARAM? Or not ARAM, in URF, where you just keep spamming the wall over and over and never let the team leave the fountain? That's kind of funny. Oh, Gecko, you are very Gecko has always been my nickname for Echo, and now Gecko is a character in Valorant, so now I get confused. Well, we're at 23 minutes, and I have pretty much run out of things to say about Anivia. I don't really know what else I can say about this bird. I feel like I guess I could incorporate a part of these casual champion reviews where I talk about their skins. Oh! Yeah, you better get out of here. You better get out of here, Lux. Yeah. Don't you ever trifle with the bird. Oh! I guess in terms of skins, all of hers are kind of not so good. She's another champion whose decade-old model kind of hurts the production quality of her skins. Ideas that could be really cool just kind of stink. Though I will admit, I do love Festival Anivia. I very much enjoy the thematic of that skin. But she has a lot of really bad ones, right? She's got like the old Hextech when Riot didn't even know what Hextech was yet. There's the Team Spirit, like the the Canadian Montreal Olympics back when they did skins for those. There's just the one that just chroma colors her to look like a bald eagle. Like, it's just, God. I feel like this character is the epitome of lazy. You know, like, you're lazy when you play it. You barely do anything. Her design is lazy. They had one funny idea that's like, let's take a Phoenix but make ice instead. And then that's everything. That's the whole concept. Burn, Riven. How are you not dead yet? Thank you. Wall. God damn it. Man, am I gonna have to sit here? Is this game gonna drag out and be another 40-minute game? Oh god, I hope not. I don't know what else to say about Anivia other than just like, yeah, she's boring. It's kind of lame. I want to see her have more interactions with Ornn and Volibear, get that sibling rivalry and sibling camaraderie going, give her some new model update, make her look more fantastical like one of the Freljordian demigods, make her a more interesting kind of bird, change her color scheme, give her more lore, like everything, man. Make her cool. Make her as cool as the other demigods. But right now, she's just like the awkward middle child who you just kind of forget exists half the time.
Heroes are born from crisis.
Thanks, Cassante. Man, you got a loud voice. I heard you all the way from up here. What? Did I... Am I... What? But I... Wait. Is the game bugged? Why am I just 3 CS behind permanently now? Is that... What? The game lies? I have 3 more CS than I actually do, or do I? Is it just saying that I do? What is happening? The League of Legends is a functioning video game. Well, you know what? It's over at least. We can die. You know what? This is just lore accurate, because like the Phoenix, I will die and then be reborn next week. We get to play Annie, who's not any more enjoyable gameplay-wise than Anivia, but at least she's more fun. Like, lore-wise, alright? I'll see you next time, everyone. Have a good week. Oh!